Hi, everyone. It is G with Aroma G's Botanica, and this is the Friday live show where we talk about something witchy, metaphysical, or mystical. And this week we're going to talk about how to choose the best magical or anointing oils for your work. Before we get into that, I'm going to tell you a couple updates, what's going on here. We're recovering from Christmas. It's always a hectic time in the store. If anyone was wondering why we didn't do a live sale yesterday, we did it a couple of weeks ago and tried it out. And boy, that was a lot of work. Um, we've decided to do live sales on special occasions. Like we'll do a Valentine's live sale and a Halloween live sale. And when there's a new product launch, and that way we can bring out things like um, packages, things that are bundled together. One thought was having something like a Hecate statue with a Hecate oil and a Hecate salt. Just those are just some ideas we came up with. So yeah, we're so busy making all these different videos and content that we found that doing it every couple weeks was probably going to be too much of a strain. It took 2.5 days to prepare for the sale, so look for one about every holiday, and then we'll put them out in special occasions. But for today, we're going to talk about magical oils and how you choose one. Now, this will probably be a fairly short class, but I think it's an important one because many people will disagree with me on choosing magical oils and why you should choose specific ones. And I think the most important thing is choosing ones that have real natural ingredients, real herbs, real roots, real flowers, real essential oils. Now, they can be enhanced with pretty fragrances to make them more appealing, but to me, they should contain these historical, traditional, magical ingredients in order to bring about the change you're wanting. Because throughout history, all these different herbs, oils, plants were earmarked for a certain magical thing, just like many of them are used for a certain healing thing. So to me, when you find an oil that is all artificial, like there's no herbs in it, there's no essential oils, it's just oil and fragrance, and maybe they put color to associate it with something. And usually these are pretty cheap. You'll find the oils for between $2 and $4 for a bottle. They'll even look like some of our oils. Here's one of mine, the crown oil. See if that will actually focus in. And it has real herbs and oils in there. I do put fragrance in them, just a tiny touch to bring up the scent that I want. Because I also took perfumery classes many years ago, and some people may not know that Roy and I both are certified aromatherapists. So knowing knowing what the different essential oils are used for, not only spiritually or magically, but aromatherapeutically, helps to create a really balanced blend. But to me, I was talking to someone one time and I brought this up. I think it was on Facebook. Um, and I mentioned that the oils should have real natural ingredients. And their response was, that's not true. It's all you're about your intention. Your intention is all that matters. And to me, if your intention is all that matters, then use baby oil, use olive oil, use butter. Don't use any oil at all. So if it doesn't matter what's in it, then who cares? Don't use it. Use something else. Use motor oil. That's to me the whole point of a magical oil is that it contain the life essence of these plants that are used for a magical reason. Now, thank you, Joseph. He said you're so right about intention. It is, intention is important, but if you're going to use these oils to boost your magic, then you need oils that actually have magic in them. Also, a lot of times the cheaper ones you'll find that are just fragrance and I think a lot of times mineral oil. They weren't made by magical practitioners. Now, I'm not saying you should only pick ours. There's lots of people out there making magical oils with the good things in them. Like here's the crown from Aroma G's. I just showed you mine. And all of the herbs, roots, and you can do this at home. You can research which things to use if you want to make your own. Um, each one is connected to success. Just like, let's see, actually, another company that does is Lucky Mojo, this is their Black Arts oil, which contains the label may make it where you can't see it. It does have real herbs and roots in there. The Command oil by Aroma G's. Everything in there deals with domination, control, things like that. So, there's so many books. There is Catherine Ironwood's Urban Root Magic. There are herb and magical aromatherapy books by Llewellyn that are quite good, and Cunningham. I have my Hoodoo Herbal book, which tells you the different benefits. So, someone from Facebook asked, "What are the major benefits of Florida water oil?" I've never seen the oil, but it's more like a cologne, is what it is. Florida water was a cologne is a cologne that was from the 1900s, where it was just sort of a bath splash, and in parts of the country where people who weren't Catholic and didn't have access to holy water, they sort of adopted it as a holy water, and over time, we're talking 100 years, it became holy water. So it actually has that through its history and generations has become sort of like a holy water. And you use Florida water to clean new objects. Maybe you got a new statue from a store you want to put on your altar, and you would cleanse it with that. A lot of people cleanse their hands with it. I clean my altar with it. I also clean my hands with it after doing certain magical work. So it it has now it doesn't have herbs, and it may have some essential oils. I'm not sure of their original formula, like Kananga water. Kananga it actually means ylang ylang, or you hear people say lang lang, which has that essential oil in it. That's where that came from. So yeah, it's all about choosing. Let me give you another example. Let's take oil out of the equation, and you just want to use herbs and roots in your work. Well, if it doesn't matter which things are real and which things are magical, then just choose something else. Choose something that's not. Um, I don't know. Cut up a dish rag out of the kitchen. Is that magical? No, it doesn't have anything in it. So the point I'm trying to drill home is herbs, roots, flowers, minerals, some zoological, which are animal parts, have this magical connotation to them. They have this specific vibration from the earth that correlates with something magical, like roses are a symbolism of love. And I always give people this example of it's Valentine's Day, you give someone roses. You don't give them a bundle of stinkweed. What would they think about that? What message would that send? That would be like we're breaking up. So each thing has its own symbol. And to me, those are the things that should be in oils if you're going to use them magically. So anyone out there have any questions? Hello, Angela. So yeah, intention matters. To me, the ingredients matter. Florida, like I said, Florida water, it's not really natural, but it has generations of use. So, if someone were to use, I guess, Clorox for generations, over time, it would have this spiritual meaning to it, but it's not there yet. So I would say always choose something that has real things. Do the research. If you want to get into making your own oils too, pick a carrier oil. The difference in an essential oil and a carrier oil, like olive oil would be a carrier oil, is like a base oil, something that carries the ingredients and blends with them. I wouldn't necessarily use mineral oil because it's a petroleum product. Some people could if it can get the essence out of the plant. If you want to put your plants in an alcohol base, that would be like making a perfume. You could use vodka, but it has a higher water content. Depending on what state you live in, there's something called Everclear, which is pure grain alcohol. And that in chemical composition is the closest thing you can get to perfumer's grade alcohol to make a perfume because it's all alcohol, no, or very little water content. So it actually lasts longer and extracts the benefits of the herbs and the essential oils you're going to do with them. Also, if you were trying to use water, essential oils don't blend with water, but they do blend with alcohol. So if you don't want to make an oil and you want to make more of a perfume or a spray, you would use something alcohol based. I hope this has been helpful. As usual, every Friday, it's only about a little 10-15 minute thing we have together. And I hope you choose for your magical work good quality, pure, natural, herbal based ingredients in your oils, and question the people who make them. It's good to know the people who make them. Of course, we make all of our own. I have my own line. Roy has his own line with the Spirit Essentials. He's coming out with another one that's more witchcraft based, and there's lots of other people out there who make a lot of their own that are very good at what they do. So if you get into it yourself, get the books out first. Get all your herbal books out, look up all the things that correlate with what you're trying to do, whether it be love, money, and put together at least 3 to 5 ingredients. Put them in your bottle, mix in the oil, and let it steep. Until next Friday, I will figure out what we're talking about then, and I will see you then. For now, go over to Aromagees Botanica at aromagees.com and see what all specials we've got going on. We'll see you later. Bye bye.